And the Maldives President, Mohamed Muizzu, thanked Prime Minister Narendra Modi and the people of India for their support, noting that India is a crucial partner of the Maldives' infrastructure development. President Muizzu also said that he looked to conclude the free trade agreement with India.
We look forward to concluding the free trade agreement with India, which will enable us to harness the full economic potential between our countries and to increase Indian investments in both our tourism and various sectors of development.
The Maldives is set to introduce India's RuPay service, a move which is expected to strengthen the Maldivian rupiah. And Prime Minister Narendra Modi and President Muizzu inaugurated a new runway at the Mardu Airport in Maldives. The inauguration of the international airport runway is funded by a US $132 million Indian line of credit, and it marks a significant step in enhancing bilateral ties. India has handed over 700 social housing units built under the Exim Bank's Buyer's Credit Facility. The handover of the housing units in the Hulhumale Phase 2 will in fact further deepen the partnership, acting as a pivotal moment in the relationship between the two countries. The Maldivian President Muizzu also laid a wreath. He paid homage to Mahatma Gandhi at Rajghat in New Delhi. His wife, Sajida Mohamed, was with him. The President also signed the visitor's book. And Jessica Taneja has been following this visit closely. She joins us now and can unpack some of the details for us. Jessica, what is the symbolism and the substance of this visit?
Well, if you see, the Maldivian president is in India and he's going to continue with his trip now to Mumbai and Bengaluru, where he will meet the business delegation and discuss various other initiatives that Maldives and India would undertake in the near future. Important to point out from the press statement that was held just a short while ago, where Prime Minister Modi was with President Mohamed Muizzu, and you heard President Muizzu also say that we're exploring the possibilities of a free trade agreement between India and Maldives to strengthen the strategic ties that both already have, and that expands to the maritime domain quite significantly, as both are important partners in the Indian Ocean region, and also Maldives being an important partner when it comes to India's Sagar policy, which is security and growth for all in the region. Now, if you see how this relationship with President Muizzu had begun earlier in the year, during immediately after his election, relationships seem to have taken a different turn back then. But I think both the sides have sat together. There have been various consultations between the two to iron out those differences. And of course, the thaw in the relationship earlier seem to have now, does seem to show at this point with this visit from President Muizzu, that the relationship right now is quite stable, as predicted earlier.
Indeed, Jessica. And so can Indian tourists look forward to visiting the Maldives as they did in the past?
Well, certainly if you heard President Muizzu, he said that Indians are the most, the people who are most traveling to Maldives, and losing that crucial part of tourism would be problematic and would affect the tourism economy of the nation right now, which is battling with certain economic distress. You look at the country's foreign reserves, not in a great shape at this point, roughly close to a 500 million, and inching and moving towards, if not an economic collapse, but certainly an urgency of sort. And with the recent development that we saw, where India extended a budgetary support of $50 million to Maldives, also on expected lines. Now, today we also heard the leaders talk about a currency swap, and that would certainly help Maldives as well. Going forward, India would be able to help with their crucial infrastructure development, which is what Maldives needs, and the current debt that rests on its expansive infrastructure projects. So, of course, they would need assistance there, not just in technology. You also heard the RuPay card that was launched and potential and possibilities to be explored for the UPI payment system as well. So a lot of trade ties. The trade ties, of course, continue to enhance with the Maldives, but at the same time, looking at how this relationship moves forward, given the geopolitical calculations in the region, Maldives would certainly would certainly rely on India not just for economic dependence, but also with China's threats in and around the Indian Ocean region.
Thank you very much, Jessica Taneja, for joining us with those inputs.